There's a new story that came out of Albania where the government, or is it the president? The government they have officially announced that they are appointing a new AI cabinet secretary. With every single episode, we keep talking about something new that AI is getting into, or every new space that is incorporating or invading, depending on who you ask.
OpenAI did an announcement, bro, and announced their new video generation models, and alongside Sora too, they announced like a TikTok-like app. What I thought was quite interesting, so this one has like a lot more sharper realism than like the previous video generation models.
Before we start, thank you for all 211 of you. We asked for 3. You gave us like at least 11 more than we asked. So thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you. We promise it's almost always fun here.
Yes,
except when it's not.
It's all downhill from here.
But bro, I actually have something interesting I want to just start with. So
before you start, no man. I have things I have to get off my chest. There's some few people I have money in Trust Wallet. Solana that I staked about a year ago. It's not much, but I cannot get it out.
Why?
Some technical error. My destination wallet is inactive. Just some very nerdy and tech. And now I just feel I've been perpetually angry this whole week.
So are you playing that
because they're keeping me from my money that I did not even know I had. Like I was okay not having it, but seeing the figure, I was like,
you know what's crazy? That literally reminds me, as part of my routine job, I unfortunately moonlight as a product guy. So I test out a lot of finance apps, and I have money in so many finance apps. Not much, but just testing money here and there.
Every once in a while,
benchmark.
Every once in a while, just withdraw, just move $1 here and there, just to make sure that you actually have an account.
I actually did not know I had this extension. I was trying to. I switched to a new browser. I think I told you about it.
Yeah,
Zen, guys. I'm a Zen guy now. More details coming. But yeah.
Do you remember the time? I was almost scammed off.
It
was $4,000.
Yes.
You remember?
Yes.
Back when crypto was a thing.
But crypto is still a thing. What do you mean? You just don't know. Us guys in the cluster, we be drinking crypto Kool-Aid daily. So wait, sure man. I was thinking about this wallet. So there's this blockchain that I shall not name, which has like a wallet that's specific to this blockchain. Bruh, I had like $200 in that wallet, and I did not know about it.
Is it Bitcoin?
No. Well, $200 worth of that token. And I think it's actually 200 because my testing money actually appreciated it. But it's the 200. Bro, I could not find my keys for the life of me. I checked everywhere. And I have never felt...
You've made peace with that money?
I have still not made peace. Like, tell me why you'd appreciate from like $10 thereabout to $200, and I cannot get you out.
I know you like.
I'm.
You actually reminded me of this guy who was it? He had 100. Was it 1,000 or 100 bitcoins?
Oh yeah, the guy who could not access.
Yes, and then he threw away the hard drive.
Oh yeah.
And then when he realized, wait. He realized when the hard drive was now in a landfill. And the last I had heard of that story was that he was now getting investors to buy the landfill so that they can start to going rummaging some of the trash.
The last you heard of that story?
The last I heard of that story. Is it true?
No.
Maybe.
Who knows?
There was a new story that came up, so editor will put it here. It's about the country we all love, Albania.
Well, I actually don't know anyone in Albania. But anyway.
Could you put it on a map?
I shall neither confirm nor deny, but I may or may not be able to point it out.
Is it next to Croatia?
That's a trick question. So that's a yes. Double down. Yeah, it is.
Anyway,
Is
so
it not?
well, we'll have to find out.
Editor.
Well, one of us is definitely wrong. But they recently there's a news story that came out of Albania where the government, or is it the president? The government have they have officially announced that they are appointing a new AI cabinet secretary, or is it AI minister? And as we draw ever closer to this abyss where everything and everyone around you
Actually has to be looking
is AI. I saw that story and I thought I mean, it wasn't shocking. With every single episode, we keep talking about something new that AI is getting into, or every new space that is incorporating or invading, depending on who you ask.
Okay, like this is actually for real, right?
We don't do jokes on this realm.
Bro, I'm actually flabbergasted. I was fact checking you earlier when you're speaking, just to make sure you're not giving us more AI slop of the week.
I don't do misinformation on purpose. If you're led astray by this,
It's actually interesting.
or the podcast, it's definitely by accident. That doesn't mean it doesn't happen. The chances are low, but
The writer put in all the lies. Never does.
So I started looking into the story, and it was actually quite interesting for me because I found that, you know how the saying goes, the more things change, the more they stay the same.
Correct.
The idea of having computers run society isn't a novel idea. In fact, of course, it traces its way back to as early as, when computers became a mainstream thing.
Okay.
And the earliest I found was in the Soviet Union, the USSR, where after the death of Joseph Stalin, there was a lot of debate as to having, because you see the core tenets of Marxism is central planning, and we decide how much.
Is it socialist or communist? There's a difference.
Communist.
It's communist. Okay.
Communist. Communism is just socialism pro.
Yeah, that's true. And
or socialism is communism for beginners.
Yes.
But anyway, so true. The idea was that because they need to do central planning, instead of entrusting that into humans who, you can make mistakes, let's have, why not just delegate that to machines? And so there was a lot of talk, and it was led by the works of, I want to get his name right, Norbert Wiener. The field here being called cyber. Hey.
Oh shit! Sorry, it is.
The field here being called cybernetics, and the only reason they didn't take it is because they did not want to give a machine decisioning power.
Also, the Albanian government voted against it.
No, not talking about Albanian. Albania is the most recent case.
Oh, okay.
But this thing is a discussion that has been happening
for a
long time. Okay. I'm talking about 1950.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay.
And so now they dropped the project, but primarily for them it was because they did not want to have the machine make the decisioning.
Okay.
Now, after a few years, or the next phase of it is in a project in another country, Chile. And they had their project called Cybersyn, which is from 1971 to 1973. And they had the same idea. So it was a British soldier who had kind of seen how the war rooms were orchestrated, and how he saw that, hey, this thing is kind of like a network where you're cascading so much information from the battleground to create top level strategies that cascade down into the troops, down to the troops. And so we're asking ourselves, can we do the same? Why not have that same kind of strategy, same kind of decision making on the government or on the economic scale? And so they want to try that out in Chile. The soldier, the pioneer for this was called Stafford Beer, and they had a whole mainframe.
Stafford Beer. Oh, they had a whole mainframe at the time. Okay.
They had a whole mainframe that you put information into so that it can tell you and make the decision. Sadly for them, their vision didn't get to materialize because of the coup.
And Chile,
Chile. So a lot of happens when
guns.
Yes, when guns are involved, things can go sideways real quick, and so it was never materialized.
Okay.
And so I actually wanted
to tracking
your brain about it in the sense that someone can make a case that right now we already live in a time where machines truly do dictate almost every aspect of our lives, in the sense that yes, we don't have a government that is a mainframe, but a lot of what you buy, what you see, what you consume. Today I was using Google Maps, so even the route I take to basically navigate
to where you are
is controlled by algorithms.
In essence, we just don't say it enough, but a lot of our decisions are already machine driven.
Yes, we're already living in a cybernetic world, quote unquote. It just hasn't taken the form that we think of, or we conjure up in movies and in novels. So I don't know what you think about that.
The system is called Diella.
Diella, which means the sun.
And it's supposed to come in as...
It's pretty morbid to me, because the idea of the sun...
It's the minister of AI of the state, like in Albania.
Yes. Its purpose is to monitor for corruption. So it started off as a...
You should have learned me that.
It started off as a chatbot to help people get the government documents that they need, or I guess interfacing with the government. But now it has been promoted because AI can be promoted also. Those dreams and aspirations
to minister.
Yes, to minister. So now it's meant to be tracking people doing shady things. And I don't know, is it really... Can you really say... Okay, we can say it's more transparent in keeping many people or monitoring what's going on. But is there a flip side to that equation where someone definitely controls it? So how can you be sure that the model has not been trained to have objectives?
That's actually very, very important. Okay, so there's a couple of things you've asked there. Let me start by giving you the short answer. Maybe painful to say this, but I would actually be amenable to the idea of an AI minister under certain conditions.
I told you, man, you are in the matrix.
I know I am. But let me make my case. Let me tell you something. I was reading a post about JP Morgan just this week. They have this AI system in their bank called LLM Suite. And they project that they will become a full AI bank. I think I don't know what the year is. Maybe 2035.
It's false.
But anyway, I'm not sure. But yes, I can find the sources and you can have it hyperlinked here. But apparently, the senior execs in the team, are actually saying that they're delegating more workload to LLM Suite, to making decisions for them at a senior level. It has more transparency. It lacks opacity the way bureaucratic chains usually have. So you're able to bring to the brim a lot of crucial information. At this point, LLM Suite is doing investment portfolio analysis in seconds, basically replacing junior analyst work. And JP Morgan, I think as soon as next year, they're already doing a law of hiring for junior analysts and things like that, because now they're already offloading full grunt work. And seeing that efficiency, in my opinion, government, if every vertical in the market is being disrupted by AI. In fact, remember I was telling you something about how I was reading a valuation that was released by OpenAI that said AI models right now are on par to rival over 44 highly skilled knowledge workers. And we're talking people who are over 11 years worth of experience in certain domains, like nurses, software developers, teachers, setting these benchmark tests that they think if you are at this level of our work, you can be able to surpass it.
But this is published by AI.
And not just
Sorry,
OpenAI.
OpenAI.
Apparently, even Claude was there. Claude models also being tested. Actually, it's actually like a very interesting piece. But the point is,
No,
what I'm just saying,
first,
it's already more competent than most knowledge workers.
I'm going to first stop it right there, but because I remember just this week, I remember watching a video talk about how early on these guys, we all had these AI leaders in AI signing what was it? Is it a petition or something about the risks of AI?
The risks,
including Sam Altman, and I was like, so you're telling us AI is bad, but your actions
are like the complete opposite.
Like your actions are so loud
so
that I cannot hear what you're saying.
I have come to this conclusion.
Uh-huh.
All these guys are just doing that to play nice in politics. They have this whole sub aspect of AI models that are being released called alignment. Like, how aligned is this model to society? Like, how prone is it to do unhinged things? By the way, did you know actually your models can snitch you? By the way, like if you're like planning the next, assassination, bruh, you could be snitched to like relevant government authorities.
So your model will snitch you if you are doing something shady, but won't snitch you when you're trying to kill yourself.
That is, you see,
in fact,
alignment.
It will assist you.
It will assist you. You were just prompted well enough. Anyway,
we have to laugh for it because it's really sad, and this attach that story here.
It is this big gaping hole called alignment and safety that all these guys are doing. But let's not even get down into that rabbit hole. Anyway, what I was saying is it's already proven to be very competent. Now, if there is one class of knowledge workers that I would bet you AI could be way more competent than is a bunch of officials, government officials. I think it would make better decisions, optimized towards a particular end. So, would I support an AI minister if it means less government? Yes. In that regard, yes. If it's a smaller government, yes. If it's to fight corruption, even more. I would support an AI minister for that regard, because
what if it ends up being a case of corruption for me, but not for thee?
I would actually just say, what's the worst case scenario here? Every leadership has a 5-year tenure, right? Even the AI system is on a 5-year clock, bruh. Like, I mean, the worst president does way more harm than what I can imagine. Because I can imagine the amount of safeguards you have to do to put an AI system to be a minister. I reckon humans are doing way more harm in power than what the AI that has been elevated to ministerial position would do. But anyway, that's just my take.
Yeah, do let us know what you think. Should your politicians be replaced by AI?
Start slowly. Should some qualify?
Should some
qualify this?
All? None?
And then some would say, should they work alongside? Let's sanitize it.
Should they be aligned with AI? The word of the day is alignment.
Alignment is the word of the
alignment is key.
Yeah. OpenAI did an announcement, bro. Still on AI though. I don't know. Maybe this episode is full of AI slop. And this
whole show is AI slop.
This particular segment is definitely AI slop. But they did an announcement and announced their new video generation models. Sora 2 to be specific, right? And alongside Sora 2, they announced like a TikTok-like app. Go with me. What's the name of the app? Sora, yes. So they also announced an app like TikTok called Sora. And I found this to be very, very interesting. On many levels. Let me just start with the first level.
The word you're looking for is cringe. Because I have seen Sora.
Crazy, interesting. I do not know if Sora, what OpenAI should be spending their time doing. But let me lay the groundwork a little bit. Anthropic did an announcement on having the best coding model. I think it's 4.5 Sonnet. It's a new one. And the next day, without skipping a beat, I actually feel like these guys at that level, they have just marketing announcements waiting.
And do you think they synchronize?
Like, I don't think it's...
They never announce on the same day.
No, I don't think it's synchrony. I just think it's an amazing masterpiece of what it means to compete in a market.
Propaganda is very...
Yeah, bro.
Oh.
Like, you just want to be the last one with the word in. This guy's like competing on some different level. Imagine you do like a massive announcement you've worked on for like a year, and immediately the next day,
someone else is like...
and it's something completely opposite, completely steals away the limelight and the attention and the focus.
Do you think people take it seriously?
Ruthless.
The market, that is, nowadays.
I think reactions matter, optics matter. I'll tell you this. I used to be one who would not think too much about that. Like, build the right thing and let the market decide, and you'll get the right messaging for it. But messaging matters just as much as what you're building. And the reason why I think this is a masterclass in marketing is, number one, because of the timing. So OpenAI just drops an announcement of Sora. But they do
Sora being
the video generation.
Video generation.
So we were familiar with VO3.
Yeah.
In Google, VO3 was like is Google's like video generation model.
Yeah.
I'm actually hoping for them to do an announcement as well. Then we see how these things happen. However,
let me call my boss.
What I thought was quite interesting, this thing was very advanced compared to the last video generation models we've seen. Like, it emphasized more on more accurate physics. You know, the way, like, you'd see a lot of these AI generated videos. Even with Sora, you still can get a bit of that. But, you know, some physics isn't like correct, like the way characters are morphing into each other. Then it was very hard to get consistent videos generated beyond 5 seconds. Because the frames after that now,
it can't keep
so
up.
Compute heavy, it can't keep up. The video just look weird. The audio is behind the video. It was quite weird. So this one has like a lot more sharper realism than like the previous video generation models. And then it has more granular controllability. Like, it's more accurate on the prompts. You can say like generate a video of Evans and I in outer space having a conversation about this pod.
So like, once it generates, does it give you like the whole editor kind of view where you're going where you can go like frame by frame and then inject more prompts?
Yeah, now I'm getting to that.
Oh, okay.
They did it and dropped Sora, the mobile app that is invite only. Unfortunately.
Please send us an invite.
Send us an invite.
We are a big channel. Us and our 211.
0.000.
Yes, 212. Once I subscribe.
None AI bot. Anyway, the thing is, it's invite only, so we could only see the preview that was shared by everyone who's had a chance to go and play around with it. But they have this very interesting thing, this interesting feature called Cameos that I thought was very interesting. Like, it's a consensual likeness feature. So you go take a video of yourself, you kind of technically upload yourself, and then once you do, you can generate videos with yourself as a cameo. In fact, the ads that are being shown are from the team in OpenAI.
Yeah, I saw
that.
Them riding a dragon.
Yeah, one riding a dragon. Then you also, as the person who's cameoed, can give permission to your friends in your network to use your quote-unquote likeness. And so I just started thinking about, okay,
what do you think is the game plan here?
So,
like with the app.
So now with the app, the first game plan is,
and by the app we're talking
TikTok,
about
basically
the social media.
They're basically trying to do
for AI content.
Like a TikTok for anyone to be a creator. Think about it.
But only posting AI content.
That's the thing. You don't even get confused. When you get into Sora, you already know. All this is AI slope. You know, this is all AI slope with the cameos, basically. And then you and all your friends, you can be able to tag as many friends as you want to be in your videos that you're generating with AI. I thought that's a very interesting angle. And then, of course, there's issues that are bound to happen.
Interesting good or interesting bad?
Interesting bad. Because think about it. We're now at a place where it's actually really, really, really shockingly good how these videos look. So deepfakes are like a bigger reality than they ever have been.
I'm going to stop right there because there's a video I forgot to share with you before as we're prepping for the show. That's already happening. I saw a tech demo of a guy of course, on a webcam,
Mhm.
but the output is 100%. It's beyond uncanny. Like it's I'm talking to another person.
Mhm. Like ultra realistic. Like
Ultra-realistic.
I mean, if you tell me that's deepfake, I'm just asking you. But now I'm just thinking about like the ultimate end game here, bruh. Like, what's social media gonna look like in 5 years of AI slop? Gen Alpha, bruh. They're gonna be like, are you gonna be selling a cameo? Like, if I'm a celebrity, I'm selling like $5 for every cameo if you wanna use me in your AI generated videos. Like, what's the economy gonna look like, man? Like in that kind of situation.
The content or the noise is just gonna be so overwhelming. We'll actually switch off our devices.
Or
And touch
maybe
grass.
the noise is gonna be so, like, it's gonna be too much that now when you do a real video, you're the real. Being authentic is now the cool thing.
Yeah, but someone can just say that same thing with a prompt.
Yeah, but no,
So that there'll be an option for on the prompt and be realistic.
so I was just thinking, so they have a couple of things that I thought were big loopholes. When you tell me that I will get notified anytime, there's a couple of interesting hurdles I wanted to ask you, just to pick your brain on.
Mhm.
The first one, when you tell me that you're going to notify me anytime that my likeness has been used in an AI-generated video, does this mean like you have to go seeking consent to everyone to use them? That's definitely going to be bypassed. It's one of those alignment things that I don't think will align.
And I'm sure someone will be able to export the video, and by that time there'll be 100, like at least 50 other
It's
copycats.
pretty much out there, right?
So yeah,
The other thing is, how close is close enough for things like IP infringement? So if I say, go do, put me in a Lego scene or something that, I don't know, IP that Nintendo owns because of a particular game. If now I create like some image gen, whatever, using my face and likeness, of course, but with a particular company's IP, or put me in a scene. I think there's a video of Sam Altman walking down, talking, I think saying we're going to Skyrim. Skyrim is a popular game. So, like, is that like IP infringement? Is it not? Like,
I think the only good thing that I can think about it from that angle is that you're going to have just so much infringement that they just can't possibly
like piracy, right?
Yeah.
like I was actually seeing something very interesting about piracy, like how in 2020 piracy viewership in the world was at around 100 billion, like I think views in a year.
Is that true?
Yes, I saw something. I'll look for the video, fact check me, but if not,
I know a guy who knew a guy.
I know a guy who knows a
who was
guy.
pirating software.
And the funny thing is, streaming companies were raising a ton of money under the guise that, hey, we're gonna be killing piracy now because we've made streaming practically cheap, to the point that now every media company needs to have a streaming strategy. Now everyone has walled gardens worth of content, and now it doesn't make sense again to have all these subscriptions. And guess who come again and win?
Suddenly you turn into a pirate.
Pirates come back again and win. And so apparently guys were saying how, like, in the last couple of years, Netflix has seen its first decline of numbers, subscription numbers. I should shamelessly plug by our viewers. There is a Substack called How They Make Money. Amazing read. Just
Slap it right here.
Yeah, and it's one of those that I've just found myself going back into like a lot. But it's crazy how when you start seeing the decline in the number of subscribers that you're having, it's very clear that the market is saying, okay, guys cannot afford to have all these streaming all these streaming subs, so they'd rather have, like, they can retain one and probably like use like rated whatever.